This exercise focuses on scapular protraction. Keeping the elbows locked, have the patient go into maximal protraction, cueing them to push their hands hard into the ground and to pull their shoulder blades as far forward as they can. Watch the upper trap and make sure they are not elevating their shoulders. While we've been isolating and strengthening the scapular muscles, our main goal is actually to train them to work in harmony and provide a proper stable base. P&F is the next step for this goal. So have the patient move their arm in a diagonal. This example here is D2 flexion, where the shoulder ends in flexion, abduction, and external rotation. Cue them to make sure they are still properly moving their scapula just like they were in the isolated movements. Since gymnasts spend so much time bearing weight through their arms, it makes sense to visit the muscles that orient the humeral head into the glenoid. Band walkouts are a great way to target the rotator cuff. Holding the band with the arm closest to the door will cause an isometric contraction of the internal rotators, whereas holding the band with the arm opposite the door will cause an isometric contraction of the external rotators. Now we added a towel roll between their arm and trunk because it's best to avoid doing rotator cuff exercises with the shoulder in a state of adduction. The goal of this exercise is to place the gymnast in a position similar to the one of their sport, like the pommel horse or just hovering over a bar. In this position, we have them touch their opposite shoulder with their hand, and the goal is to maintain thoracic and scapular stability throughout the exercise. With the transition from one arm to the other, the load through their wrist should be dissipating properly up the entire extremity. Watch their shoulders and make sure they're moving properly, or else cue them to correct their form.